Hi, guys. Welcome to Seeking Beyond. I'm Tara Antonellis, a Hellenistic astrologer, bringing your weekly astrological forecast to you with the first week of March. So, I'm going to give you a little rundown what we'll be covering. We have March 3rd, Venus is squaring Uranus, and it has mutual reception with Jupiter. On the 4th, there's Mercury sextile Uranus. On the 6th, Mars is sextiling Chiron. On the 8th, we have Mercury conjoining Neptune. On the 9th, Mars is entering Aries with a Mars square Uranus happening as well that day, and the Sun sextiling Uranus as well. Lots of Uranus activity that we'll be going over. All right. So on the 3rd, we are having Venus squaring Uranus, speaking on love, relationships, values, art, things that we find desirable. There's going to be a square, which is of the nature of Mars. So there is going to be an aggression or an amplification of energy that is going to be affecting Uranus, which is that revolutionary, electric, changing, unexpected, uplifting, and groundbreaking type of energy that will all be coming together. So you can expect relationship breakthroughs, feelings of social restlessness. You may even find yourself wanting to socialize more than normal, even manically, possibilities towards thinking shallowly, and there also may be aesthetic epiphanies. You may be changing your entire appearance during this time. And with that Mars square Uranus in the ninth, it wouldn't even be out of the possibilities that there could be some even med spa type of changes with our aesthetic. Mars has to do with cutting, and so with Venus also squaring Uranus in that same week, there can be a makeover in some type of way. A liberation towards eccentric ideals, thinking differently and being brave enough to share that as well to the collective. A rebirth of something related to relationships or how you feel or what you desire. A spontaneous or disruptive triangular situation. This has an energy behind affairs or even information coming to the surface of something that was underneath and being exposed at this time. And yes, again, with the physical appearance changes, makeovers, even with your home, your area that you find enjoyable, you might just go ahead and change all the furniture, paint the walls a different color, or even start to build in that idea. On the 4th, there's pressing urges going on with this Mercury sextile Uranus. We have mind sextiling, which is of the nature of Venus with Uranus. Again, Uranus is involved, and now we are bringing in the intellect. So fast thinking, witty, having mental breakthroughs, finally coming to a realization of something, or being able to plan and orient yourself and articulate yourself in a way that has been building for some time. You'll find yourself wanting to be stimulated intellectually. Maybe this is a good time to finally open up that book you bought and have a read and uh, get yourself thinking. People that need to feed that hunger of knowledge right now, they will be triggered with just needing to consume more information. All right. So yeah, if you want to utilize this energy, I would recommend studying, being able to sit down with an idea and putting it on paper. All right. On the 6th, we have Mars sextiling Chiron, Chiron being the wounded healer. and Mars, the god of war, in the nature of Venus. So this is good energy. We might not even feel it that much because it's such a soft energy. It might go unnoticed with all this Uranus type of energy going on as well. But with the wounded healer, we can find ourselves with old wounds surfacing at this time and having opportunities to embrace the past wounds for growth and healing ultimately. Harnessing on where we've been, and there's the potential to feel proud of how far you've come. Instead of sinking into those old memories, that would be the best way to utilize this energy, and you'll feel like there's you're gonna feel like you've brought healing rather than feeling stuck. All right, we also have on the 8th Mercury conjoining Neptune. Mercury being the mind, the intellect, our way of speaking and articulating ourselves, and conjoining Neptune, the dreamer, the fantasies, and where we find ourselves overstimulated and or understimulated. With this conjoining of it, you're merging it with the mind, so you might find yourself having hits of insight and an ongoing flow of inspiration and intuition and feeling more sensitive than normal. Dreaming is probably giving you all sorts of weird messages, and there's symbology in those messages. And your higher self can be connecting to you at this time, and even other parts of fragments of your personality might be trying to get in touch with you. Don't let yourself get carried away with this energy. If you have a tendency of worrying or escaping, maybe disassociating, this may be a time that you might want to check in with yourself and see if you're on the right playing field, and really hold regard to that. But also trust your instincts and your intuition at this time. So have a sense of grounding as you judge these things, but there is a connection going on with the divine and also the camera. You might see that there is some sort of cinematic connection, or just even being in front of a camera more than you typically have. And I love how it actually can play out physically in that way. And TV, watching movies, good time for a good movie. All right, and keep in mind your dreams are speaking at this time, so it would be a good idea to track those dreams if you're getting some lucid or even the ability to recall. All right, with Mars entering Aries, this is going to be an energetic time period. Things are growing and moving. It is when spring is happening and things are starting to bloom. Feelings of heightened confidence might surface at this time, and just having more stamina and energy to really take on those tasks. It's like there's just a new breath of fresh air that comes in, and you're able to feel more motivation. Aggressive tendencies may surface at this time. So if you find yourself feeling more triggered or snappy, check yourself. Learning to express ourselves in ways that don't set off our tempers are challenges that can present themselves to you right now, and it's a good opportunity to exercise those, because it's not fun reliving these lessons when we have to do them more than once, because this is a possibility of a time that you can say the wrong things and put your foot in your mouth. Especially with the same time period that Mars is entering Aries, Mars is squaring Uranus. The square is of the nature of Mars, so there is conflict and contraction here. Powerful urges towards freedom. You are going to be wanting that liberation. And if there is a goal that you've been working for to release some burden or ties that have shackled you, now will feel like a time to finally do it. There's going to be a tension in the air to find that independence and what really speaks to you on an eccentric, unique level. Eruptions of emotion that can take place at the wrong time in the wrong place. So, again, make sure that you keep yourself in check at these times. And if you see that you're going off the deep end, it's better to stop yourselves or remove yourself from a situation, because this is a time where things can get worse and will. If you are in a type of situation where all the ingredients call for a mess, it will be a mess. So avoid conflict if possible, but at the same time, if it's rooted in reason and has its purpose, you will feel that urge to finally get it off your chest. The energy can inflame and stoke fires. The archetype is of intense rebellion, so instigational and confrontational. Irritability, impatience, feelings of courage, and you can be a bit reckless. So, again, impulsive actions, double check them. If they're warranted, do your thing. On the 9th as well, the sun will be sextiling Uranus. Lots of Uranus activity going on here. We are going to have the sun being our life force, the life theme, really just r- that that energy that creates all. It's going to be shedding collectively with Uranus, the revolutionary, eccentric, groundbreaking archetype, and you might be feeling yourself in a positive way here and being able to express yourself in a fun and in a good way. With it being sextile, it might not show up as drastically as other aspects, but it is subtle enough that you'll notice that, you might feel more comfortable with the way you express yourselves than normal, or have an opportunity to live in that authentic way. Unique opportunities for creative self expression, rebirthing energies, and an excessive urge for self independence, and exuberance for the path that we walk, an illumination of qualities of innovation or originality, creative genius, erratic behavior, and not wanting to conform or cooperate with authority. That's one of the things that might be more subtle with it being a sextile. It is of the nature of Venus, so this is a positive way of these energies speaking for themselves. So that might not be so much a worry, but you might be feeling the courage and the buildup of being in that authentic vibration and walking more of your truth. All right, so I went ahead and pulled 3 cards for the week ahead in the tarot, and what I have here is, where are we? What is the medicine? And what we can be looking forward to in our next chapter. Where are we? I got the 8 of Wands for us. The 8 of Wands is energy of excitement. It's new messages and breakthrough energy and times of action. It's fast, it's speedy. So something that we've been waiting on, it's like we're finally getting some sort of insight to it and being able to see a clearer message. What is the medicine? I got the 4 of Cups. And what the 4 of Cups really represents to me, with it being a an advice here, is, with it being a card of contraction, really, we are stuck in a rut. And when I pull the 4 of Cups, there's an energy of something that we feel like we are being held back from or deprived of. And with it as an advice card, it's, to me, saying that there are potentials where we have maybe blocked ourselves and we can't see something more clearly because we're focused on what we're lacking. The advice here is, I believe, to take yourself out of a mindset of lack and then be more in a place of gratitude with with the uh with the Rider-Waite deck. You they have the 4 cups, and, there is a man sitting there looking at his 3 cups and not his only 2 cups, and he can't see that he has 4 cups. He's actually such in a mind state of lack that he doesn't even recognize what all he is actually gaining and has at the moment. So, the advice I believe is to take yourself out of that thought form of what we're missing out on and really be thankful for what we have all around us at the moment. And that next chapter, what we can look forward to, have the 6 of Cups. Sorry for my terrible nail polish, but the 6 of Cups represents to me in the next chapter is a time where we can feel comfort and, go back to a time when we felt like children and things were great and we didn't have to worry about responsibilities, and it's a card of nostalgia and feeling like there is no burdens or things to worry about, and it's just being in a safe and comforted position. So with the next chapter, I believe that this is a is a comment of hold on, it's gonna get better, it's gonna feel good, and it's gonna feel like like it used to when we were children. So hold on to that hope that we have in our hearts. Try to keep a mindset of gratitude, and there are going to be quick messages and breakthroughs that we will be encountering this week. I hope this reading served you well, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Please like and subscribe, and take care.